Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Hey, what's poppin', guys? It's the boss of random here, and welcome to the downfall of Twitch, part 2. See, that's clever, because I use two different twos in two different ways. As you could probably tell from the thumbnail of today's video, we're going to be talking about POKIMANE, which is, in my opinion, the most toxic streamer on Twitch. Now, before all the POKIMANE Tier 3 simps start disliking this video, hear me out. I don't think she's necessarily a bad person. I just think the way she handles situations and criticism make her just seem that way. I don't think she's actually that bad in real life. Now, with that out of the way, let me say why I think POKIMANE is the most toxic Twitch streamer ever. And I broke it up into conveniently easy to follow parts, so even I can follow along with my tiny little brain. Part 1. Ego. POKIMANE has this massive ego, or image I guess is a better word to use, which, as Leafy put it,
for YouTube, but most of the time they just claim the video, so the video stays up and they take the money. So why would POKIMANE actually take down videos? Well, if there's one thing that I've learned while watching her streams and watching how she reacts to criticism and whatnot, it's that POKIMANE has this image that she's trying to maintain, and she's really trying to maintain that image. And the image is that she is not a titty streamer.
Which, yeah, I mean, I guess she's not as clickbaity as the other Twitch thoughts, but it's still there. Now, it's hard to say which is her doing it on purpose or people just misunderstanding it as her doing it on purpose. Just the way she does it or doesn't do it, I guess, is just so subtle that it could go either way, really. So depending on what side you're arguing or which side you believe on more, it could really go either way. It's really just a mixed toss-up. POKIMANE will do whatever she possibly can to keep her image as clean as possible and make this reason behind her blowing up, or make her image as the reason why she's blowing up. That's what I actually meant. Now, I never really watched any of POKIMANE streams, mainly because I don't like watching people eat food on camera while quote-unquote reacting to a video. It's just way too boring for me. Her ego is so obviously overinflated that it just comes across as she's trying way too hard to be this person that she's probably not in real life, and she's just really trying to uphold that image because she really needs that in herself or something. I don't really know how to put it, but she's just really trying to uphold her image. Part 2. Criticism. Now, this is probably the biggest reason and section why I think she's the most toxic streamer in general, not even just on Twitch anymore. She cannot take criticism whatsoever. Like, it physically hurts her to take some type of criticism. She really just cannot do it. People have made videos about her in the past, and she goes for the takedown, literally. She tries to take down other content creators' videos if they say even anything remotely close to calling her bad or toxic. In my opinion, if you have to take down a video and silence the criticism because you're embarrassed of it and don't want anyone else to see it, then you shouldn't be doing it in the first place. You know what I mean? That's if you don't want anyone to know what you're doing or how you act, don't do it and change it. Embrace it. Say, yes, this was me, but now it doesn't really hurt me anymore, and instead of hating and silencing the criticism, I'm going to embrace it and work to change and be better, instead of just trying to take everyone down and saying, no, it's not me, you're wrong, you're blaming me, it's because I'm a woman, it's because I'm this, because I'm that. Embrace it. If you're getting hate, you're obviously getting it for a reason, and that's just one of those, go kill yourself comments that everyone gets. So everyone takes criticism in their own way, and for Poki, obviously it's hard for her to do that because of her ego, as explained in part 1. She even hits way below the belt and goes after people's sponsors in the most petty way ever. She's famous for all the wrong reasons. Instead of using her voice and influence to help people and show literally millions of people to a good cause, she instead uses that power to attack almost anyone who dares to say anything bad about her. In fact, I am indeed kind of scared to release this video. I doubt I'm big enough for her to care, unless this video gets like 10,000 views or something. But I'm genuinely scared that she's gonna try and take down this video as well. So I just want to have as many people see, or even have her see, what she's doing is wrong and she needs to change. But if she really is against cancel culture as much as she says she is, then why does she do it to everyone who talks bad about her? But cancel culture is bad and needs to be stopped whenever it happens to her? That's just, it's such a huge double standard, and she has to realize what she's doing soon instead of blaming the system and everyone else for why she's failing and getting hate. Part 3. Content. As explained in part 2, she can't take criticism, and runs of the whole fair use copyright rule that's still very broken on YouTube, and even goes after someone who takes the top clips from Twitch from popular streamers on Fortnite and edits them together to make montages. She took this guy's video down because she claims it doesn't have enough work put into it and anyone can do it. The thing is, if anyone can really do it, then why doesn't she? She doesn't edit her own videos, obviously, and when she does react to content live, most of the time she is sitting there watching it and eating or literally saying nothing at all. Now with montage, at least you're taking the time to edit clips together and put some song over it and maybe add some other cool effects on top of it. But with reaction videos, literally can get 5 separate reaction videos done in about an hour or 2 max. It doesn't take that long to make. That includes editing, uploading, thumbnails, basically the whole 9 yards. I had to watch 2 of her reaction videos for research for this video, and my god is it boring. I mean, it is better edited than I thought, so that's a plus, but most of the time you forget she's there because she'll watch it that long without saying anything. I get this happens especially when you're live, and I've only done 1 reaction video in the past, and that's because I was asked to do so, and both the videos were fan made for me. So the difference between mine and Poki's videos are I didn't steal their entire video. I still edit out a good bit of the video, so it gives the viewer an incentive to go and watch the original video, just so it gives the actual creator more exposure and just more views and stuff, because they did put more time into it than you did. You're just sitting there watching the video and reacting to it, as to them where they actually had to make the entire video and make the video idea. So I just always thought that's like a good common courtesy. I only left in parts where I was talking about what happened, giving general feedback, or just other things that give some sort of value to what you're watching on top of it. So that way you're not essentially just taking someone else's video. You're also saying, oh well, this happened here, or you could do better on this, or this would be funny if you did this, just stuff like that, you know what I mean? Poki, however, rarely does this, but when other people use her clips, then add some more context on top of it, she can't handle it. When they're just making content of higher quality than hers, they may not have as much followers or subscribers as her because they're not girls and have an army of simps, but you could tell that they know what they're talking about and giving a general input, as opposed to just sitting there watching it as a way to have people donate to you more and sit there while not having to work at all and just having the money roll in. It's basically like they had the equivalent of daddy's money. You don't have to do anything. You're just sitting there while people are giving you money. You don't have to work for anything. Part 4. Twitter. Now this one was kind of a random selection, but I just wanted to throw this in here. Her Twitter is not bad per se, but some of the stuff she tweets is kind of weird and never accepting of the hate she's receiving. She tweeted this out on my birthday, actually July 21st, but I couldn't find the screenshot, so I think she may have deleted it, or I just couldn't find it. The tweet reads, "In this industry, a girl fricks up. What a fake B word, such a worthless piece of S. Also go die in a hole. But a guy fricks up. Oh my god, King, don't worry, everyone makes mistakes. We know you have a good heart and we'll be there for you we'll be here for you forever." Which ultimately is just not true. I mean, I know I've used him for tons of examples in other videos, but look at PewDiePie. Still getting tons upon tons of hate. Well, maybe not as much over the years, but he's still getting hate over what happened years ago, and people are still calling him racist over it. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. If you mess up, you better be ready to receive backlash. And again, the way both of them handle the situation is completely different. Felix at least acknowledged the fact that he messed up and owned up to it, while Poki chooses to silence anyone who says anything bad about her. Don't get me wrong, I am in no way comparing what Poki and Felix did. I'm just showing how they chose to go about the situations and the outcomes that resulted. Part 5. Power in Simps. Poki knows that she will have a fan base and money no matter what she does. She knows this better than anyone. She knows that it doesn't matter what happens or what she does, as long as she remains cute and lovable on the outside, she'll still have a somewhat big fan base on YouTube and Twitch. I think ultimately the power has gotten to her head one too many times, and she thinks she's doing good when in reality she should just mind her own business. Like with the Fortnite clip montage guy, she thinks she's doing the great service and teaching him a lesson to work hard, when it's not even in her place to do that at all. She has no right to do that. If the montages don't feature her clips, who is she to complain? It's not her job to go and do that. It's none of her business. It doesn't matter if you're getting hate, it matters how you handle it. Will you apologize and own up to it, or blame everyone else and silence people? She is the influencer in this situation. Well, obviously. And she has the power. She should be setting a good example to her fans by owning up to her mistakes and teaching them that they should do the same, instead of using her power to take down anyone who says something bad about her or anything remotely close to bad to her. XQC and Destiny, both Twitch streamers, Came after Leafy over his content nuke on Poki, and they just totally defended her and practically tried to shift the blame onto Leafy when Leafy actually had good points in his video. I watched it, and it did make sense. I think he could have went about it better, but it did make sense. Destiny says, quote unquote, he knows the majority of his fan base will side with him and tries to talk smack about how Leafy got bullied off the site once already. But he tries to act like this big tough guy when it's so obvious he just wants to come across this way just so he could look good in front of Poki. Just so he could look good in front of Poki and go, look, I helped you. I'm such a big tough man. I'd fight Leafy for you. Bro, she's not going to date you, okay? Get that through your head and just stop, bro. Stop. It's so obvious what you're trying to do. Just please stop. It's gonna get cringy. Just stop. He even says, quote unquote, picking on women is about the safest thing you could do on the internet. End of quote. This statement really it can't be more wrong. Don't get me wrong. I do know that there is a lot of hate, especially upon different minority groups. That could be women. Even white people do get a lot of hate too. It all depends on what people's views are. Anyone's gonna get hate on the internet though, is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter who you are, you're gonna get hate on the internet. Everyone hates each other on the internet. It doesn't matter who you are, like I said. Someone will tell you to kill yourself at least once on the internet. That's just how it is. So you don't have to act like you're some crusader now and some big advocate for women's rights just because he threatened your wannabe girlfriend. Which is another thing. Apparently pokimaneboyfriend was trending on Twitter for some reason. I said trending wrong, I'm sorry. But yeah, it was trending on Twitter and I do not know why. Why do people care? I don't know, but okay. Yeah, tier 3 subs. I'm sorry, it's not happening. She's not gonna date you. XQC basically only backs up the reaction clip thing, but he talks over where Leafy is talking, and it's just bad because he's arguing a point over someone who's providing context and information to a video over someone who's eating in the corner while still saying nothing. To provide all these points as invalid, let's continue. Part 6, conclusion. Poki is toxic. There's no other way to put this. She is extremely toxic and will continue to silence anyone who says that she is not this perfect little princess that she claims to be. I mean, everyone makes mistakes. I do get it. It's nothing big as long as you own up to it. But the reason she's getting so much hate now, this all would have ended probably months ago. The reason she's getting so much hate now is because she continues to avoid it. And especially in the internet, when they see that it bugs you, they're going to do it more, especially if you're in the wrong. So if you're in the wrong and they see that it's bugging you and you're not owning up to it, you're not apologizing, or you didn't do a good enough apology, people are going to hate on you more. And she's going to start seeing that really soon if she doesn't own up to what she's saying and how she's acting, because it's going to catch up to her soon either way. She'll still have a fan base, like I said, all the simps that she has, all the tier 3 subs. By the way, she does have a boyfriend. But yeah, she'll see it eventually. She'll take a big hit, which I don't want her to, but it's inevitably going to happen if she keeps doing this. So yeah, that's the end of this video, and I hate to plug my stuff, but if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe. I do commentary like this sometimes, only if it pertains to people who I like or watch, or if it's something I find stupid. I am working on a worst movie to ever feature dogs in it, so if you do want that, make sure to stick around. I am still in the middle of writing the script for that video. It is taking a long time, and it is a lot of editing, so if you do want to see that, make sure to subscribe. I will have an iCard somewhere on the screen. For the first part of the downfall of Twitch. It's basically talking about Alinity and Dr. Disrespect, I think, were the main themes of the video. So yeah, go watch that and subscribe if you're new around here. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, all links in the description. Also, shout out to Fluffy Hosts, they sponsor my Minecraft server. Also, if you are a small streamer or small YouTuber and you want to join a SMP Minecraft server, I own one. Videos will also be found on my channel, so you might want to look out for that.